Time now for our forecast with Chief Meteorologist Sarah Knox. Sarah, maybe a nice day to do a little kayaking on the river.
I was going to say, it's not too full either. It's not too low, so it's honestly perfect. And then, of course, we'll talk the temperatures, where those are also quite perfect to go anywhere on the water right now. So speaking of the Cedar River, there it is in Charles City, flowing nicely. As I said, not too high, not too low, kind of perfect, honestly. And it's just feeling good out there. Beautiful blue sky to be seen, and golden hour is coming up, so that sun is just starting to set, eventually getting there beyond the horizon. And then the temperatures that we are seeing now will naturally go down quickly too. Maximum cooling taking place tonight as another clear night is on the way. But if you want to head out right now, I mentioned it at the top of the newscast, it's kind of nice out there. It's almost perfect, with temperatures now dropping into the 70s for all of us. So not a 80 to be seen, pretty close to it still in Forest City, Garner, Northwood, Albert Lee, Austin, all at 79 degrees. Mason City just a tick below that at 78, 77 in Charles City, Rochester 76. These numbers are well above where they should be. And something I'm also keeping an eye on are the dew points. They are pretty low in the 50s, very comfortable. Still seeing plenty green on the map though, not those deep greens we're used to when it comes to, say, the dead of summer, the dog days, where we've got those dew points in the 70s and we're feeling the humidity. Not tonight. And as we head into the weekend, not really too bad either. So we say a summer-like feel, but it does lack that humidity. So honestly, not a bad thing. All right, moving over to satellite and radar, plenty of sunshine, also not necessarily a bad thing. I'm keeping my eye on that cold front though. I mentioned it earlier on. It's slow and it's not really bringing much, maybe a few clouds as we can see over the Great Lakes. But what it will do is change the direction of our winds. We'll see that here on Futurecast as I push time forward. We're going to head into our Friday. Don't blink. You don't really see anything. But then all of a sudden, the winds do start to change. That's when the front moves over. It'll be during Friday morning and maybe a cloud or two popping up. But honestly, it's not really going to do much. At most, keep our temperatures to about where they were today. So we're not going to be all going into the 80s, but pretty close. And in the next few hours, it's not going to be doing much at all. Clear skies, falling back into the 60s, some of us into the 50s. As tonight, we could see temperatures drop to the low 50s. So that's really kind of a cooler place to start considering how warm our temperatures have been getting. But it's all because of the clear skies, the drier air with those lack of dew points. But hey, you don't have to wait too long before temperatures are right back up, well above the norm. Usually we are in the upper 60s, near the 70-degree mark. Over the next several days, it's just not going to be the case. So we do drop down next weekend, not this upcoming weekend, next weekend. Still a little ways out though, so those numbers will most definitely start to adjust. Regardless, plan for well above average temperatures, plenty of sunshine, not a lot of rain in the forecast. That's important. So if you got to water some plants, water the lawn, that is something important that you might want to note. Otherwise, though, enjoy these fantastic temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. And then we've got that 80 coming our way as we start the next work week. All right, Cammie, all back to you.